Hi, Ifshita. How are you?
Hello, sir. I'm fine. How are you?
I am well, Ifshita. Good to have you. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Wonderful. And if I am not wrong, then this is your first session, your trial session, your demo
Yes,
class. Yes?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's my
Perfect.
first session.
Wonderful. So, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Where are you from? What do you do?
Yes, sir. So my name is Ifshita Ghoshaha. I have just completed my master's in computer application from Techno India University, Kolkata,
Okay.
with 8.7 CGPA, and I hold a bachelor degree in economics honors with statistic and mathematics as my past subject. And I have done my schooling from Kendra Vidya number 2 Salt Lake.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Sure. Well, Ishita, wonderful to have you. It is lovely to have a student who's just passed a master's, which means you're ready to take on the world and get started in the job market, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wonderful. So tell me, what brings you to English Yaari today? Like, what made you feel you need to improve your English communication?
Sir, actually, the grammar part is also very weak, and I am less confident while speaking English. And also, whenever I speak that means any sentence, I don't remember that when to use past things or when to use present or something. Means there is some means lack of speaking, and fluency is not that good.
All right. Okay. So you would like to say that somehow you feel that there are issues in your communication, whether it's
Yes,
grammar,
yes,
whether it's fluency, whether it's vocabulary. Right? Am I right? Is this
yes,
what you're trying to say? Okay.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Right. First of all, it's a good thing that you have realized it yourself, right? And you have realized it early on in life, because sometimes it happens that people get into jobs and 5 years have passed by, 10 years have passed by, 20 years have passed by, and then they feel that, okay, there are issues that I'm facing, I must do something about it, right? It's better to do it early on. Never mind. All right, so let's first understand that English is just a language like any other language, like German, Japanese, or any language, or any Indian language. It's just another language. Definitely, it's a tricky language. Like BUT is but PUT is put. Yeah. So there is no clarity on the rules, right? There's a lot of confusing rules, and
Yes.
yes, it definitely is interesting also, right? It's not a devil as a language. If you take interest in it and with some hard work, some help, it's a learnable skill, just like your Java, C++, JavaScript, Python, all these are learnable skills. English is also a learnable language. Having said that, there is certainly a certain way to do it. It's not random. Right? Just like you learn something, Excel sheets, if you want to learn, you can't have it randomly. There has to be a certain way, step by step method. And that's why so many people fail to learn English, because they try to learn it randomly. Like some YouTube channel they start follow, and then they do something else, then they start writing, suddenly journaling. So this randomness creates a lot of confusion and doesn't give the result that they are desiring. And after 2 months or 3 weeks or 6 months or even a year, they quit. And when they quit, they feel like this is not for me. So, to break that random approach and make it systematic is the way forward. Does it sound about right? Does it feel correct? Yes?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes. So, now what we're going to do, we are going to do a little exercise. I will ask you a few simple questions. You try to answer the questions. And based on your and our conversation, I'll give you some feedback on how I can help you, how English Shari can help you. All right?
Okay, sir.
Sure. So, if Shita, tell me a bit about your actual experiences with the English language where you felt that you were underconfident or you fumbled, or maybe you felt embarrassed about your own presentation or your own inability to speak properly or confidently. Can you give me one or two real examples from your life?
Yes, sir. Means as I am the final student, so whenever I just go for an interview, that time also as I'm already means nervous, and also my English is not that much good. I fumble there. Also, it's resulting like I have done so much hard work, but after that in the communication round or in the interview, I lag behind. That is the one incident where means many incidents it goes. Also, whenever I talk to my means husband or my friends, they are also like I don't use proper English sentence or constructive sentence, so they used to say me that you are using like now future tense, but it is not future, it will be in present. Or when I have to use future tense, I am using present tense. So there are many issues with my conversation. And also sometimes whenever any person who is very good in English, he is talking to me or she is talking to me, then also I felt like no, I'm not speaking that well or not able to speak properly.
Hmm. Okay, all
Many
right.
areas.
Okay, all right. Um, Whenever you make a mistake, do you recognize that mistake, or you feel, or you don't even recognize it and you continue speaking?
Yeah, I don't recognize. Means my husband used to means interrupt me and like say you know, use these things, you in your sentence you have so much filters, and also you're not confident, you are means that means they used to say my mistake, I won't recognize myself.
All right. How long have you been trying to improve your English? Or when did it happen that you first felt that I have some issues and I must work on it? Is it 6 months back, 6 years back, 10 years back? To when? When did it first happen that you felt like it's time to improve my current standards of communication in English?
Okay, it's from very means it's like from many years I am thinking of like my English is lacking behind. I should improve, but I have not taken any step for that.
Okay.
Uh, but from this 3 month means I am trying to improve it. Means like talking to my with my husband or like seeing videos. Also, I am trying to improve that from past 3 months.
Hmm. And what has stopped you since you have faced issues over the years and you have somehow felt bad about it, probably inferior or embarrassed about it? What stopped you from never taking an action? Was it the busyness? Was it other priorities? Was it the lack of the urgency to take action? What was the reason?
Uh, yeah, I think like I think of doing it, but after that means I do try for 1 to 3 days. After that, I came to back like normal my studies or other things. I focus on that, not in English.
Okay.
Means educations or in other things, I focused more rather than in English that time.
Right. When you said that for you would try for 2 3 days a couple of things, what are those things that you tried? What are the things you tried to make improvement to your English communication?
There is an app like something they used to have conversation with like normal boat conversation. It is
Hmm.
automatic. So I used to read that lines like normal daily life conversation. That means one person is saying, I all repeat that all. Else reading it in this way, I try to improve it from that applications. But
Okay.
it for means I do for 1 to 3 days. After that, I stop doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Ipshita. First of all, thank you for answering all the questions and congratulations that you are here today. Finally, you have taken the step which is practically going to give you some results. Um, Trying things without a direction, without a guidance, bring in more frustration than results. Right? That's a reality of how we deal or approach things when it comes to learning something. Now, coming to feedback of how you have been doing and what all things you've been doing. And there are positive things about you. When you speak, you speak with a certain, you know, flow and a delivery which sounds confident. Even if you are facing certain issues, we'll go to the issues later, but it is impressive to see and hear the delivery style of your voice. It doesn't sound like a beginner's approach. It doesn't sound like a person who has difficulties in communication or language limitations. It sounds like a person who has good spirit, who is capable of doing much better than what she is currently doing. This is a wonderful thing. Second good thing is that you're not a beginner. You're somewhere in the intermediate level, at the intermediate level. Of course, there are issues, but at least you're not a complete beginner. A complete beginner has more difficulties to even start out. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, coming to areas where you need help and improvement. One, of course, there are issues with your grammar. You're making grammatical silly errors. Not blunders, but definitely repeated silly errors you're making. Second is that you speak in a way where even if you're confident, there is a constant hesitation while you're speaking. So before starting a sentence or while completing a sentence or uh, acknowledging something or explaining something, you're able to do it. Eventually, you're able to do it, but there is some hesitation in constructing that sentence, right? Probably you're taking a little time in your head to construct the sentence or put in the right words in the right places, right? So you're struggling with that, and that is visible in your delivery of sentences. While your tone is good, but the construction time of the sentences is kind of visible. Third is that the because you're going to start out in your professional world where you will be expected to have professional standards of communication. The current standards of communication are just okayish, right? They're not great, they're okay. But as you become a employee in an organization and you'll be required to make presentations, write professional emails, speak in meetings, you may feel that there is something that which is lacking in you. Okay, and that is the time when you'll suddenly have to firefight. So I don't want you to go through that sudden firefighting mode, but rather start from now onwards, so that by the time you reach there you have some preparation for that already. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so these are some of my observations. Now coming to what can be done about it. See, there is absolutely no shortcut, and there is definitely no alternative. If we want to learn something, we have to put in our effort, and our effort has to be surrounded by the necessary guidance. It has to be clubbed with the necessary guidance. Until and unless that guidance is not available and our self discipline is not there, there is no change that is going to happen, right? I will not sugarcoat and tell you that, oh, just come in, everything will be fine. No, everything will be fine only when you have the discipline and the consistency. What is consistency? Consistency is nothing but being in the rhythm of learning as long as it takes. For someone, it may be 2 months, someone, it may be 6 months, right? It can be different for a different learner. People are at different levels, right? So, this is the consistency that I'm talking about. Along with hard work. What is hard work? Hard work is coming to the class and going back and doing the assignment. Yes, unless you put that one extra hour or that 30 minutes of extra time, you'll not get the full benefit out of it. Yes, so only classes are not good enough. Only sitting at home and watching YouTube is also not good enough. There has to be a combination of efforts in a guided manner. Now, coming to what is guidance, guidance is this which is happening with you right now. If you're making a grammatical error, today was your first class, so I didn't bother to correct you everywhere. But as you come to the class, I'll have the responsibility to correct you, to give you alternatives, to give you challenges in the class, to give you speaking exercises, to make you construct sentences, right? All these activities will happen in the class, but you have to go back and do your own homework as well. Yes, guidance along with your hard work combined together over a consistent period of time. This is a 3 point formula, right? If anyone ever tells you there is a shortcut method to learn anything, that's a
Yes.
lie. It doesn't happen like that. Correct? Sincere, honest action is the only way forward, along with the guidance, of course. Yeah. So if you think this is what you need, this is what is missing from your life, and this is what will help you go further, welcome to the journey. Get started as a regular student, register, get started. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Yes. Any questions, any doubts from your side? It's open now.
Mm. Sir, no, right now means how the classes will be means go means
Right.
the things means you are talking about the exercise or
Yep.
English classes means how it will go. What are the things it will happen? Some examples I
Yes,
wanted.
of course. For example, you're facing issues with, let's say, grammar. Okay. So I'll ask you to talk about something in past tense. For example, you're mixing up grammar, that you're mixing up past tense with present tense. So I'll ask you, hey, Ifshita, tell me a little bit about your class 10 picnic or your graduation picnic, wherever you went. So, picnic happened in the past, isn't it? So, your entire conversation should remain in the past. But someone who has the habit of mixing up verb tense forms will definitely make a mistake. And it is my work to stop you or to give you a feedback after we have spoken, right? This is just one example. I may give you, exercises on make sentences. I'll give you a word and vocabulary test word, and I'll ask you to make a sentence. And when you make a sentence, it may be a right sentence, but if the quality of the sentence is not good enough, I'll ask you to do it again by giving some feedback that this is how you can do it better, right?
Okay.
Or let's say you're someone who is afraid of speaking instantly, impromptu speaking, right? So what I'll do, I'll give you a simple topic like tell me about your mother and speak for 60 seconds. Start and 60 seconds. Right? So there are different tools and techniques. These are just two, three simple things that I just told you. There are different tools and techniques. As you get started, you will experience all of that. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, tell me what else? What all confusion, doubts you have in your mind? Ask me.
That's it, sir. This one just stuck in my mind.
Sure. No, you should ask questions. No,
Yes.
you're encouraged to ask questions. See, my only thought is that whether you start here or some other place, it's okay. Whether you start now or after 1 year, it's okay. But if something needs to be done, it must be done at the earliest, right?
Yes.
Today, whatever your age is, I don't know, 20, 25, 30, I don't know what your age is, but so many years have already passed by. Wasting time is never in anyone's favor, not in your favor, not in anyone's favor. If you have already realized that it's high time you need to work on your skills, then it's already time. So instead of wasting away any further, just get started wherever you're comfortable, whether here or there or somewhere else, wherever you're comfortable. But just get started, because sleeping on decisions, you will keep on happening. You'll again go through the same, route. Again, you will feel it's important, then again you'll sleep. Then again you'll feel important, and again you'll sleep. Right? This is a cycle we keep on repeating. Unless you take action, the cycle will keep repeating. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Anything else? I'm done from my end. I've explained everything. Right?
No, sir. Nothing.
Chalo. Take care, friend. All right. I hope to see you in the class in case you join in. Okay.
Okay. Okay. And sir, if I join the class, you will be the mentor, or else they will
That is
means.
your choice. You are
Okay.
given a choice of mentors. You choose
Okay.
your
Okay.
mentor. You
Okay. Okay.
choose your mentor. You choose your timing. You choose your day. Everything is your choice.
Okay. Okay. So,
Right?
what's your name, sir?
My name is Madhav Anand. I'm from Delhi.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir.
Chalo. All right then, Ifshita. Good to have you. See you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.